Good morning, class. Today is Tuesday, and we're on lesson 123. Before we start our classwork today, I just want to remind you about our memory verse from yesterday that we've been practicing. It's a review memory verse. Are you ready? Here we go. Psalm 147, verse 5. Great is our Lord and mighty in power. His understanding has no limits. Aren't we so thankful for that? God's understanding has no limits. Even when we don't understand, He knows. We've got this. He's got this. He carries us through. So let's say it one more time. Psalm 147, verse 5. Great is our Lord and mighty in power. His understanding has no limits. So when you think you're at the end of your wits, remember, don't be. God has everything under control. Today, we are going to start with our phonics lesson. We usually start with spelling, but just a reminder that Mrs. Kraft asked you for these next couple weeks just to write your spelling words 3 times. I don't care what day you should do them, but when we're videotaping, we're going to just review them on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I want you to write those words in very neatly for me, okay, at least 3 times each week. And I want you to say spell at least on the other 2 days. Today, we're not going to say spell. We're going to move past that because that's something you can do on your own. And we're just going to get started right in our phonics lesson. Our phonics lesson, I want to review for you a little bit about some of our suffix endings. We're going to get to suffix today, and I just wanted to remind you of what those were. Remember, suffix come at the end of a root word, our main word, but we call it a root word. Remember when we drew the plant and the roots are underneath? Those were the suffixes. So let's read our suffixes together. Ed in wanted, ed. T in looked, ed. D in played, ed. And on this chart, we have a few more. All over here, we're going to start with E in rainy. E in rainy, Y. In bigger, ER. Est in biggest, EST. Lee in slowly, LY. And in sharpen, EN. As in because, as in peaches, ES. Mrs. Kraft looks at the screen and everything is backwards. It's the right way for you, but it's like a mirror for Mrs. Kraft. It's backwards. So it's as in peaches. So don't forget, remember we can take off the Y and have the word rain. That's a root word. Take off the word or the special sound ER and have big and biggest. Slow, and we add ly. We'll review some of this for the back of our phonics page, but I just wanted to remind you right now off the top. Thank you. Well, today is a special day. It's Tuesday, and have you ever heard of, whoops, let me get it ready, Taco Tuesday? Well, we thought we would have Taco Tuesday for ourselves today. If you were here, we would all have our big sombreros on. We would probably sing, I may never take a trip to Mexico. Wear a big sombrero. Eat a cheesy taco. I may never ride a donkey oh so slow. But I'm in the Lord's army. Si, senor. So it's Taco Tuesday. So today we have lots to talk about. Mrs. Kraft made a taco for our phonics. Are you ready for this? Find your phonics page, lesson 123, page 245 on the front. Are you ready? Okay. I hope you're ready to talk about some contractions. Remember, a contraction is 2 words that we take some letters out, add an apostrophe where those letters we took out are, and then we finish with the rest of the word. That really sounded confusing. Let's try that again. It's 2 words. We're going to take some letters out where the missing letters are. We put an apostrophe and finish the word. Remember, Mrs. Kraft is all new to this videotaping. Inside my taco, I've got some meat and some cheese and some lettuce, some tomatoes, and of course the yummy sour cream. Well, we have pieces inside here that are going to go along with our page. Grab a pencil, get ready to think. I'm going to call on you, and you're going to give me the answer. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. Let's take our taco apart and see what's inside. Okay, we're going to go vertical. We're going up and down on our rows today. Are you ready? The first one is going to be able. Able, can you tell Mrs. Kraft, please, what would be the contraction for do not? Do not. What would be my contraction for do not? Hey, that's right. I heard you all the way over here. It's don't. D-O-N apostrophe T. Don't. What letter did you leave out, Abel? The O. Awesome job. Great job. Here we go. The next one, it belongs to Kendall. Okay, Kendall. Is not. You got this. I heard you say before I even asked you for it. Is not is going to turn into, yeah, that's right, isn't. Isn't this a fun game? What letter did she take out? I-S-N apostrophe T. What letter? Kendall, say it again. Yeah, that's right, the O. And O's gone. Put the apostrophe there instead. Here we go. The next one is Lucas. Lucas, I have. I have. Think about that, Lucas. What are we going to take out and make a contraction? I have. Hey, before I even ask, you gave me the answer. That answer is I've. I apostrophe V-E. Lucas, tell everybody what letters you took out. There's 2 letters this time. What 2 letters did you take out of have? That's right. We took out the H and the A. We put the apostrophe in its place. I've got one brother. I've got one brother. I have one brother. Next person is Adeline. Adeline got a new pet. Maybe she wants to be the first one to tell you. Its name is Ginger. Do you know what it is? No, it's not an elephant. Nope. Nope. Not a kangaroo. It's small. It weighs a little bit less than a pound. It's black and white. I hear Adeline giggling. She knows what it is. It's a guinea pig or a hamster. Which one is it? Is it a guinea pig or a hamster, Adeline? Okay, Adeline, this one's yours. You are. You are. What would be my contraction for you are? That's right. Adeline's got it. Your. Y-O-U apostrophe R-E. Your. You're in my class. You are in my class. Nice job. Okay, Ben, next one's yours. We're at the middle one. Okay, on the second side, on the vertical side. Super simple one. It is. It is. I know, Ben. You didn't even have to think about it. You've got this. It is turns into it's. I-T apostrophe S. Awesome job. Here we go. Okay, the next person is, okay, Ben, or Quen. We just did Benjamin. Quen. Quen, I think you've got this. You got this, Quen? Okay, here we go. Will not. This is the one that changes. This one takes out lots of letters and changes some of the letters. Okay, Quen, are you ready? Will not. I will not do my work. I hope you aren't saying that. Are you ready? Here we go. Hey, that's right, Quen. I heard you say it. You ready? I won't. W-O-N apostrophe T. This contraction is about the only one that changes all the way around. So remember, will not becomes won't. Okay, Hunter, next one is yours on the next part. It says, number 2, the Victoria crowned pigeon lives in New Guinea and eats fruit that has fallen from trees. Write the words for each contraction. Now, I hope that you have time today that you can look up what the New Guinea crowned pigeon looks like. Okay, the Victoria one. I think they're awesome. They're beautiful. If we were in the room, we would look them up. Here we go. Ray Hunter, your words are they are. They are. Hunter, you've got it right. They are turns into there. I don't even think he blinked when he said that. T-H-E-Y apostrophe R-E. Great job. Okay, little short guy is next. Oh, Ella. Ella's got this made in the shade. Here we go. Ella, I am. I am. Remember, we're going vertical. Right in that fruit. Are you ready? Here we go. I am. Hey, she's right. I am turns into I'm. I'm so proud of you all. There you go. I apostrophe M. Okay, here's the next one. Layla, can you tell us on this lettuce what it would turn into? Would not. Would not. Okay. Dad would not take out the trash. Oh, I hope that's not true. Would not. What's would not turn into? Hey, Layla, good job at it, telling everybody the answer. Wouldn't. W-O-U-L-D-N apostrophe T. Did you see that word not? We took out the O and put an apostrophe in instead. Okay, we got our sour cream. And the last one goes to Caleb. Caleb, are you ready? You have a brother named Micah. Okay, what's the way to put those two words into one word and make a contract? Caleb, you're so fast. I can't believe this. Okay, are you ready? Say it loud so everybody can hear you. You have turns into you. Y-O-U apostrophe V-E. You've got a brother named Micah. Okay, are you ready? Good job. I'm so proud of you, boys and girls. Okay, since it's Taco Tuesday, we have some more talking about to do. But the talking we're going to do this time is not about contractions. It is about possessives. Remember what possessive means? It means I own it. It's something that belongs to me. My shirt, okay? My board, my maraca, and my hat. Okay, so those are mine. I own them. So instead of just putting Mrs. Kraft hat, I'm going to put Mrs. Kraft's hat. I'm going to add an apostrophe and an S. Are you ready? Get your pencil ready. We're going down to number 3. It says, write the possessive phrase for each group of words. The first one's done for you. Are you ready? Here we go. Butterflies of New Guinea turns into New Guinea's butterflies. Okay? Let's do the next one. Okay, Brady, this one's yours. I know you've got this. Mrs. Kraft's going to write it on the board so everybody can see it. Okay, ready? Let's read it together. Feathers of the parrot are green. That's a lot of words. Let's bring it down to just 2 words. Feathers of the parrot are green. What is that? Brady, I heard you clear over here all the way at school. The words are parrot's feathers. What does the parrot own? It owns its feathers. Can you see that clear over there if I can move out of the way? What does the parrot own? It owns its feathers. We put an apostrophe S. Parrot feathers makes no sense. Parrot's feathers makes lots of sense. Okay, let's go down to the next one. This one is going to be for Kellen. Okay, Kellen, here we go. Dinner of the harpy eagle. Now, harpy is the kind of eagle, so don't worry about that word. Okay, we want just 2 words, Kellen. Dinner of the harpy eagle. What 2 words? Tell me what the eagle owns. I think I gave you a clue. What does the eagle own? That's right, Kellen. It's going to be the eagle's apostrophe S, dinner. Great job. Eagle's dinner. Okay, next person is Madison. Madison sent me a picture of a caterpillar. I'll tell you what, it was a tiny one, but I don't know if it was one of those black and brown and black ones, okay? I don't know, it surprised me to see one of those. I'll have to find out where she found it. Here we go. Ready, Madison? Home of tree kangaroo. Remember, tree is the kind of kangaroo, so don't think about the word tree. What would be the 2 words that I would use? What does the kangaroo own? Hey, Madison, you got it. We're going to write kangaroo's home. That's a big word. Kangaroo, apostrophe S, home. Great job. Okay, last one. Okay, Calvin, this one's yours. Are you ready, Calvin? Okay. Eggs of spiny anteater. Whoa. I think anteaters are just odd-looking critters anyway. God must have had a sense of humor when he created them with those big, long stuff and long tongues. But a spiny one makes me think of it like a porcupine. I wonder what a porcupine with an anteater face would look like. Maybe you can look that one up too when you're looking up some of these other interesting animals we talked about today. Eggs of spiny anteater. Calvin, you got this? Okay, got it? Remember, we don't want to care about spiny because spiny is the kind that it is. Just 2 words. That's right, anteater's eggs. Anteater, apostrophe S, eggs. Anteater's eggs. Good job. You got that whole front side of that paper done. And look, it only took us 15 minutes to do this. Probably less because I'll tell you what, we've been talking kind of fast. Mrs. Kraft is worried that we're going to make too long of a video. So I hope that you're having a good time while we're doing these videos. Turn over to the back for Mrs. Kraft. And we're going to give you some freebies, and then you're going to work on the rest of this page all by yourself. At the top, it says, add the suffix to each word to finish the sentences. You know, boys and girls, when we're in school, we go over things, and we come to the board, and we do lots of writing, and we do races, and we do games, and unfortunately, we are not here together. So this is about the best way I knew to practice, and I'm going to remind you of some of our important rules. The first one is, whoops, Mrs. Kraft had the wrong one out of order. Here we go. It says, when we're adding a suffix. Now remember, a suffix goes at the end of a root word. That's a word that can stand all alone, all by itself. But when we want to add a suffix, there's a couple important things to remember. Remember, if the root word ends with a Y, we have to change the Y to an I and then add ES or whatever the suffix is, okay? So if we have baby, we're going to change that Y to an I and add ES and make babies. Another important rule is when a short vowel comes before a consonant, okay, we're going to double the last letter, which is a consonant. Like in stop, O is short, and then we have a P, a consonant. So it would be stopping, we double that P. Stopped, we double that P. What about the word walk? Would I double K? Double the K? No, because A-L-K in walk is really a special sound. It's not a short vowel, it's a special sound. So remember, only when there's a short vowel and then a consonant, we double that. Let's look at the top of our page. Okay, number 1 says, add the suffix to each word to finish the sentence. The Regina bird of paradise is one of the blank birds. Okay, pretty plus S. Uh-oh. Do you remember that rule? Change the Y to an I and add your suffix. So let's write that word up here. Okay, get rid of all this stuff. Okay, so we have pretty plus E-S-T. So what's my rule about Y? Change the Y to an I. So let's do that first. Write the word pretty. Change the Y to an I, and then we're going to add E-S-T. Prettiest. Okay? Don't get tricked on the next one. It has a Y. You already know what to do. So don't forget. And then you go on down, and there's some short vowels. And we talked about what to do with those. Remember, when there's a short vowel, we're going to double the last letter, double the consonant. Okay? You got this. Mrs. Kraft doesn't need to remind you of all this. Go down to the bone. Here we go. The remember bone is very important today. Remember, to, T-O-O, means also or more than enough. T-W-O means the number 2. And for most other meanings, use to, T-O. You have to use your proofreader marks. Proofreader marks, okay? So in our proofreader marks, we are going to think about these. Now, Mommy and Daddy, or your helper, whoever's helping you today, does not know all our proofreader marks. So Mrs. Kraft made up this little list for us so we can remember. Remember, a caret, we're going to put it at the end of the sentence and add our punctuation. A period, an excited mark, a question mark. SP means that there's this word that's spelled wrong. So you have to find the wrong spelling. Pig's tail, or the curlicue, means delete. Means maybe there's an extra word. Maybe they said the twice. You put a curlicue, a pig's tail above it. LC means lowercase. They put a capital letter where a capital letter does not belong. And 3 lines goes under the letter that needs to be a capital. Where do we always find a capital? At the beginning of the sentence. That's right. The beginning of the sentence always begins with a capital letter. You got these? A caret for punctuation, SP for spelling, pig's tail or curlicue to delete an extra word, LC for lowercase, and 3 lines under the letter that needs to be a capital. Okay, are you ready to get started? Here we go. It says, use proofreader's marks to correct the sentences. You should find 7 mistakes. Okay, they gave you a clue. 7. Here we go. Read the first one with me. Let's see. Roman, would you read that first sentence with me, please? Okay, are you ready? Here we go. Even though there is a jungle on the island of New Guinea, there are high mountains too. Did you find it? It's a spelling mistake. Roman, good job. Wait a minute. Good job. Your spelling mistake is with the word T-W-O at the end of the sentence. It should have been T-O-O. So put an S-P above that T-O. Okay. Would you like one more freebie? The next sentence has 2 mistakes. 2 mistakes. Now remember that remember bone. It's going to be part of that again. Okay. Let's see if Abel can read that for me. Okay, ready, Abel? When it is too cold to rain high on the mountains, it snows. When it is too cold to rain high on the mountains, it snows. Okay, I heard everybody say the first letter needs a capital, the W. You guys are all so smart. So underneath that W, put 3 lines. 3 lines under there. Did you find the other one? Abel, did you find it? Layla sees it. Who else? Let's see. Ella's hand is up like always. Okay, good job. Hunter, did you find it? Here we go. It's another spelling mistake. Which word is spelled wrong? Is it the first one? Is it the second one? Third? Fourth? It is. They put the number 2. It should be T-O-O. When it's too cold. Okay? Too cold. So you have the rest of those sentences to go about the poisonous birds and all kinds of things. So do that work carefully and think. You have to find 4 more mistakes. You've got this made. Okay, here we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. On the bottom, it says circle the correct word in each sentence. A missionary from New Guinea. Let's see if Brady can help us on this one. And let's find Brady a helper. Let's go, girl. Let's go. How about you, Quinn? Okay, here we go. A missionary from New Guinea came to speak to our class. You have 3 choices. 2, 2, and 2. Which 2 did you pick? Brady, which one did you pick? Good job. Here we go. It was T-O. A missionary from New Guinea came to T-O. Circle that one. To speak. Gwen? Okay, which one is it? You're right. T-O again. To our class. Here we go. So you're going to do the rest. Remember, sit, sat, and set. Sit is what I'm doing right now. I'm sitting in my chair. Sat is what I did yesterday. I sat next to Mr. Kraft. And set. I just set my maraca on the table. Set. Good job. Remember to read carefully. When you get done, read that sentence to make sure that it sounds right. Awesome job, boys and girls. Okay, real quick word about handwriting. I forgot all about handwriting in our first video. I was such a nervous wreck. I just forgot all kinds of things. But remember, handwriting happens every day. On a day where there's a test, you don't have to do your other handwriting side. So the next day, you can pick whichever side you want to do. Here today, we're on lesson 123, page 123. You are going to write about the rocket. Don't forget to do your warm-up. But first of all, what do I need at the top? I need your N-A-M-E at the T-O-P of the P-A-P-E-R. I need your name at the top of the paper. Stop right now and look at it. Is it written just like Mrs. Kraft likes it to be written? I hope so. I hope it's nice and neat in that best cursive writing. You're going to write this cursive poem down below on the lines. Don't forget to skip lines. Don't forget to have shrinkity crying, but don't be like, Benjamin, you write so small. I hear you giggling, Ben. Okay, don't write so small that I have to have a magnifying glass. And don't write so giant. Uh-oh, all you giant writers. Whoop, bring it down just to the right size. Let's read our poem together. It says, I could go up in a spaceship to visit distant stars, or settle for a shorter trip and head right straight to Mars. What do you think you would ever find on Mars? It'd be pretty exciting if we could really go out into space. All those stars have to be beautiful. God created all those stars for our enjoyment and pleasure. I'm anxious for these rainy days to pass so we can look up the sky and see the stars. Did you ever find the dippers? The big and the little dippers? Okay. Do your best job on this, please. Thank you. Today, we are going to do a review of our 5 times family. Okay. You practiced these yesterday. 5 times are so simple. It's just counting by 5s. Remember, it's just like using the hands on the clock. We're counting by 5s. So it's